Come back to Let's Play. I was about to say The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker then. No, Whitetail Labyrinth School. Third record session then. It's been a while. Speaking of Wind Waker, I'd only just completed that LP just the other day. It feels so surreal. It's the same with Resident Evil 2. It's like it's August 22nd as I'm recording this. So I haven't uploaded the final parts of those LPs yet, but I finally got around to recording the final parts, and yeah, I've been talking at it, all that. It's close fuck. But there was also what else? This LP so far has been an absolute disaster. First part, pain in the ass to edit. Second record session, recorded 3 parts. First bit, wouldn't freaking load. I have it set so that it converts to MP4 automatically, and for whatever reason Camtasia would just crash when I tried to load it in. So I had to go for a Movie Maker, and that didn't go over well because it's just like it just lags and shit and screws up on the playback, so it's not really all that great. Second part after that, which is part 3, somehow came out better than all the rest because it didn't actually convert it to MP4. So I have to kind of be like, oh shit, what am I going to do? I can't even use the whole Movie Maker thing. But I played it in a video player. I usually use Media Player, and I tried it with Media Player, and it freaking lagged the original video, like recording. But in a different video player, which seems to be a set default one currently, works perfectly fine. It played out perfectly, so I kind of recorded it with Camtasia in that kind of way that I used to when I used the DVD recorder. So that part probably looks the best out of all these parts so far as a result. And the part after that, it's kind of smooth on the part after that, honestly, but it just looked too dark at the same time. I guess the way it converts to MP4 screws up the quality quite a bit. But anyways, let us continue. Oh yeah, I remember now. Left off where Ji-Hyeon was like, oh, what you doing there in the background? I remember now. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do hell mode though. I mean, if I'm doing this, well, it's not that I'm doing badly at the game, it's more of just like the recordings just in general have been pretty shit. Like, maybe I should mess with the settings a bit more to make things look brighter, because it looks darker than it actually is.
Oh, I've seen you. What are you doing here at this hour?
I want to give some I wanted to return your diary.
So you had it then? You came here just to do that?
It's kind of weird how you don't get a choice to be like, oh yeah, and the candy as well. What about you? Are you here to meet with Ji-Hyeon? Yeah, I saw Ji-Hyeon too.
Ji-Hyeon is here too? Well, that's a thing that just happens. I think this happened in the original as well. I think it played out a little differently, but time limits! Some special puzzles need to be solved within a time limit. Well, see the remaining time displayed on the top left once it starts. You cannot save the game while time-limited puzzles are in progress. Please keep that in mind. So basically, this is the point in the game where it's like, you know, figure out what you gotta do and fast. And of course, on varying difficulties, it has like, obviously, if you play on very easy, you get plenty of time. Like, first time I did this puzzle, I took forever to solve it because I, 1, didn't have a clue what I was doing, and 2, I was going through all the rooms and stuff, and I was still able to get it in time.
But on high difficulties, I mean, we're on hard mode, so it's gonna be a bit stricter. But on hell mode, man, there's one puzzle where you have to know what you're doing and get to it straight away. But that's not this puzzle. This puzzle is... well, it's confusing the first time around, I guess, but once you figure it out, it's not really... well, honestly, it kind of had foreshadowing as well. Main building 1, master key. Key that opens most locks in a main building 1. Actually... no, it wouldn't be on that, would it? Be in documents? Yeah. The ghost tree. This has relevance, but it's not just that as well. What else is there? Yes, it's not relevant to what we're doing. Yeah, I think this one's relevant to what we gotta do. I mean, it gives you hints, but I was an idiot the first time I played this. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Now we got the master key so we can open shit. We can't get in there, obviously. Like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh no. And then you got these things. Around them, there were plants. It's a weird looking tree. Oh, everything's gone to shit. I haven't played this in a while, so, getting used to the controls again. It's not that difficult. Like I said, a lot of this just comes down to once you've figured it out, it's pretty easy. Because it never changes in any playthrough, it's the same puzzle. You got this giant tree thing. I'm not going to approach it because it will attack me and that will do damage. What we got here? I've got a freaking headache. Also, this is the Ji-Hyeon doodle. Why am I pointing out? Because each time I freaking saw it in the freaking previous parts, it didn't show because the freaking footage was just shit, man. Absolute shit. Pretty sure this way, isn't it? Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Okay, my mistake, but at least I can unlock this, I guess. It's like, yeah, Ji-Hyeon's in danger, but I'm busy opening doors. Okay. Typewriter button N, an old key that probably fell off a typewriter. That's gonna be a pain in the ass remembering all this, to be honest. Oh, there's an old doodle. There's a drawing of a crying angel. I think there's anything up here. Nope. It's weird. We have to unlock it, but I guess we can just open it that way. I guess it's because the giant just locks the doors behind him, I guess. Purchase request. Yep, my god, my voice freaking went high pitched there. Requested to main office submitted by Hiking Club. Request insect repellent spray. Reason to prevent damage caused by insects while participating in outdoor activities. Warning, keep away from heat and open flame as the content is extremely flammable. It's like, well, that sounds like a plan, doesn't it, right? It's just like, yeah, this makes sense perfectly. Insect repellent spray, it's bug spray. There's a prominent warning not to use it near flies. Like, we got a lighter, we've got insect repellent spray, we got a tree problem. But you know what? That's not it. That's not the whole thing. You go to that tree with that and nothing will happen. You gotta do something else first. Which threw me for a loop. And it also has to do with one of the notes. Actually, let's actually have a look at the notes. Which note was it? It might have been in notes, I think. The chemical solvent mistake for advantage. especially now. Yes, you have to take care of it. You can get in there and beg if you want to check an eye out, check yourself at the gym, start safe. By the way, I can't say that he's very forgetful, so he hides his medals. He's the one in the storage room and uses it as a pass to a public safe. Yeah. It's not this room, it's the room next to it, but it has relevance. An emergency kit, a kit that contains supplies that can heal you. Use it in an emergency. There's only a few of those in the game. 354. Yondu newspaper fall issue. It's fall the season for suicide. According to statistics, people with specialized jobs commit more suicides than average people. Gender-wise, more women tend to commit suicide than men, and more adolescents, those in the 20s and 30s, and the elderly are subject to suicide. This is also show that suicide rates peak during spring and fall. Just with these facts, it can be argued that rather than being rational, the motives of suicide are often emotional ones. In most cultures, suicide is treated as a crime or escape from reality. From a religious standpoint, it is considered a sin. Right, it's one of the choices that God has granted humans. But it is also has the greatest punishments. Researchers today say that breaking all identity and going the streets of the hook is as lead as usual. For teenagers, is most commonly caused by mental stressors. Mental stress causes serious damage to people who do not possess a fully developed sense of self. In such cases, it's crucial for the people around at risk to show continuing support and interest. The person ready to commit suicide feels that they are at a crossroads. It's a good thing that the timer, stops when we read things, I choose therefore when you decide your life is meaningless. Let us not forget that we do not need some grand reason to continue on with our lives. Life is meaningful enough as being an opportunity to grow and better yourself. Support from loved ones can greatly reduce the chance of suicide. Life can be meaningful even in a simple breath. I don't think there's anything in here. Nope. It's like, remember what I said, turn off the lights and all that when you exit a room. I don't really care too much about these rooms, because if anything, when the janitor comes back, he'll give us more time to kind of look around, because he'll be like, why is the light and door open? This is the room. Scribble that, remember, left then right, right then left. 86, 83, 94, 96. Don't wear a hat when seeing the school nurse. I think she hates hats. That hat will have something to do with something later on. Only seems to work on hard and hell mode, I think. But essentially, those numbers, it has to do with the medals. And this is the one thing that's different in each playthrough. It's the same numbers, but they have a different order each time, so it can kind of throw you off a little bit. So we'll have to look at that again to refresh my memory when we get to it. We can't access the safe here with that. Well, we can, but we don't know the combination. Sometimes you need meticulous movements in order to solve puzzles. Use the analyzer to move the cursor and select the area to manipulate. Clues are hidden in various places. Collect clues, find the password, and solve the puzzle in a timely fashion, or you will die, probably. Actually, I'm not sure what happens if you fail this part. I imagine it leads to a game over. Typewriter button M, an old key that probably fell off a typewriter. There's the hat. Gym teacher's cap. A red cap that resembles a drill instructor's. It's probably the gym teacher's. Actually, I think this might actually... Yeah, I think this will actually come into play soon enough once we talk to this man. You see, they have, dates on them. So it corresponds with the last two numbers. Well, there's 83, 86, 94, 96, and you count the number of medals. That would be the combination. But I've already forgotten what that was. 86, 83, 94, 96, okay. So that'd be 5. Is that 9? Yeah, 9. 5, 9, 2, 4, 5. 5, 9, 2, 4. I forget, did it say left or right? I think it's left first. 5. 9. 2. I think the last one was 4. And voila! We need this chemical solvent. Which is like, you think that the spray and, lighter would be all you need to take down the tree, but no, you need this as well. Chemical solvent to solve and use in the chemistry lab. It looks toxic and has a skull and crossbones symbol. It kind of throws you off with that. It's like you think you've got the puzzle solved, but you need that additional thing. Is there anything I overlooked in this series? That looks good. Let's go save the day! Oh yeah, actually this is what we gotta do. I remember now. We need to tap to destroy these things. Yeah, that bitch is about 5 of them. We need to destroy all those before we can actually, confront the tree of doom. That's another extension of this puzzle. It's like first time you play the game, it's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I supposed to do? Once you figure it out, it's pretty straightforward because you know what you're doing, Yes, we're on the second floor then. Yeah, duh. Here's your dinner. I'm parched. Luckily, I kind of know where all of these plants are, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Man, we're running low on time. But I know what I'm doing. We can do this in a timely fashion. This one is where it's like, oh, but there's no one there. Oh, no. It's over in this direction. Drink it. You alright? I just heard a terrible sound. Now we can confront the giant tree. I guess it's because those things need to be destroyed because the giant tree has his branches up ready to smack our asses. But without those other plants, it kind of, well, you'll see in a second. He's kind of a bit, Wait, there's more. Did you say quick time events? They don't quite correspond with how they should. That should have been left and then right. Yeah. Use the left that one for that. There you have it. You know, I'd also like to point out one thing here. Before we, well, actually, yeah, it doesn't show it on hard difficulty or higher, but essentially, we've got to go to the room that's directly above here to 2-8. You know, where So Young Han was snatched by the tree. That's where we gotta go. But thing is, we can explore without the janitor hassling us at all until we, you know, pick up a certain thing. You know, check out the room and stuff. Biology class notes, spider. Arthropods that are arachnids. What? They aren't bugs? I think that's many people's response really to finding out that, isn't it? It's like, spiders aren't bugs, what? Well, they're not. 8-legged. Ew. 6 to 8 eyes. Body parts are head, chest, and stomach. What's the difference? There's a wandering kind and settling kind. They can't chew. They dissolve their prey with their stomach fluid. Gross! Its thin bones and squishy body makes it hard to make a preserved specimen. And how'd they make the one in the biology lab? Next week's assignment is measuring a spider's weight using the specimen. They should promise to tell a scary story. If class ends early next week, I'm excited. That model thing actually will have relevance to a ghost story, so that's fitting. Is there anything in those? It doesn't... Actually... Nah, there's probably nothing. Oh, another one. This is a drone of Stickbug saying something. He's like, how you doing? Have I missed something? Or maybe it's... I don't really remember, to be honest. Might be a different room I'm thinking of. Whoa, what was that? Piece of class schedule mathematics. A piece of a class schedule that has mathematics written on it. It has to do with a ghost story. A lot of these miscellaneous items, well, all of them really, have to do with ghost stories. Oh yeah, I didn't turn the light off in there. Well, I don't care. There's ambience. You know what, rather than, you know, turning the light on, let's just use the torch, the lighter, for now. Instant lunchbox. A simple lunchbox being full gives you energy and puts you in a good mood. You know what doesn't make sense when you really think about it is, you can take these while running away from the janitor to heal yourself and stuff, right? How the hell does one eat something like this while running for their life? Oh, she's here somewhere. Hello. Doesn't seem to be anything else around here. A lot of doors, a lot of rooms. I mean, this is a school after all, and this does seem to be the main building when it comes to classrooms. It's like the next building technically has a lot of classrooms, but they're more of like, you know, stuff like a science lab and music room and all that. Well, these are just kind of plain old classrooms, this part of the school is. Welp. Didn't we pick up the ghost story for that one? Let me just check. I think we did.
Yeah, woman locked in the closet, that's her. I'll just take this. And wait, a small metal weight used to balance a scale. So, might as well just put the light on now. That was kind of why I did that. Because I was like, you know, just like, without spoiling that ghost was gonna appear, essentially. I was like, yeah, there's a ghost that appears in there, so you have to have the light off for it, though. Oh, in 25 minutes, nearly 26 minutes. Another piece of class schedule. It's not that. It's one of these rooms has something. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. What card second in class? Or what card of the good student? It looks like he or she ranked in second place for getting a few questions wrong. How intriguing. How intriguing. What more can we find? Well, I'm gonna leave it there. I will record immediately after, but cliffhanger. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.